All right, a very, very hype matchup for either of these players. Getting into the top 4 would be a very big deal. We have not seen them. It's always been Hunter. It's always been Insup, but we're not going to see either of those players in the top 4. And in the bottom right, left of Northern Isles, it is the American. It's Please Leave Duck. And in the top right, looking very good this tournament, looking very calm this tournament, very smooth, very silky from New Zealand, it is Ceron.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, an interesting opener. Look at this build from Ceron, dude. Oh
you know what?
God.
I was going to say, Duck has had Warden figured out against Ark. He's had Demon Hunter figured out. But I was going to question does he have the Keeper figured out? Ceron canceled the tree. Did the Acolyte...
God.
Oh my, did the Acolyte scout this? Because if he did, what a debate. He's going to go into straight Hunter's Hall, AOW. Are you... You've got to be joking.
What?
I don't think Duck has any idea what's going on. And I really even debate if Ceron had to do that.
I don't... that is such a wacky build. We've seen that isn't an unknown build. Moon has done that build in the past. Tree of Life before Ancient War. He's literally done that. And you know who else has done that? Duck, when he plays off-race Night Elf, literally does this build order. So he knows it well, but Duck re-scouting, and he's going to see, where's the Tree of Life, bro? And Duck, so far, not overcommitting at all. He's just teching. So this was supposed to be perhaps a 500 IQ bait. I really don't know, but Ceron is just going to be hugely behind, and he's going into 2 Ancient War Huntresses off of this.
You know, I really feel like the Tree of Life would have been a good call. It looks like Duck wants to creep this expansion. He does have a Blight Skull. And, you know, we haven't seen Duck style against Keeper, like Fairy Dragons or those weird cheese strats. I feel like we haven't seen Duck really tested at all with those. I
agree.
I am concerned about that cancellation. Maybe that tree was he's putting the tree back up. What is going on?
This is some, like... 16 head, crazy strategical planning going on. Duck scouting has been excellent so far. Wait, what a... Duck setting his ghouls up despite the expo being canceled in his face earlier. I feel like Duck maybe didn't even see the expo get canceled. He still thinks it's up. And you know what? Oh, is he not going to go for the cancel? That would be crazy if he didn't fall for the quadruple fakey bait, but okay, he's not going to get the cancel. He's just going to creep instead.
Yeah, this is
weird, dude.
This is just to respect the Keeper. Duck does feel that the Keeper can get too many last hits and just be super annoying with Entangle. Doesn't want to risk the loss of units, but he's going to see a hunt, and Duck could easily think this is one AOW tech, but it's not. It's double AOW. What a crazy start to this game.
All right, 4 ghouls would not quite be enough, I feel like, to cancel this tree currently, especially if the Keeper buys a Staff of Teleportation and comes back. But Duck probably the one that's going to buy that staff right now. There it is. And the ghouls, are they going to go up, Ricky? Oh, this would be huge. This is a cancel. I don't think there's anything. Okay, the Keeper and the Hunt is coming up. Another Hunt coming around. 2 Wisps ready to repair, which I do like from Ceron. But Duck has just been a little bit too late. I don't think he knows what information these players have.
Duck doesn't know about the expansion. He was going to creep that, Carson. He doesn't know about this tree. He was going to steal the expo creep.
Dude, this is some Blues Clues stuff. This is Clue with the candlestick in the library. Somebody called Tim Curry because, like, I don't know what they know. Does he know the expansion's up? Does he know that he canceled it and rebuilt it? He does now with the Ward. Does he know there's 2 Ancient War Huntresses? Does Ceron know that Duck's going into Gargs? There's so much information these players could be lacking, and it's all crucial. Okay, now Duck is getting a full scout on everything, but this is Wacky Town.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, the Gargs is going to be a great play for Duck. I mean, obviously, Hunts don't shoot up, and it looks like now Ceron's going to transition into Archers. I don't even know if Ceron scouted. This is just a crazy back-and-forth game from both players. An AP being canceled just to stop the Wisp, but good detonate from Ceron. Going to get some value there. Duck, I mean, these Sentry Wards, Carson, have to be the MVP of this game because I don't think any player has any idea what's going on.
Yeah, Duck's been very proactive with scouting, and now he knows everything. He knows about the tech. He knows the 2 Ancient Wars. He probably doesn't know there's going to be Archers coming out to counter the Gargs, which is going to be actually a nice counter for Ceron, but the real question mark now is how much damage will Ceron take creeping this expansion because the ghouls are coming across the map, a single Garg coming across the map, a second and a third one being produced. This is a full commitment from Duck and the Gargs currently. So Ceron not yet creeping the expansion.
Bit of an issue here. There's tons of Entangle, but there is no coil, and I feel like Duck should maybe wait this out. before he goes. Where's that tier 2 tech? The tier 2 tech is done for Duck. Obviously, he's got Gargs. Does he go for a second hero? I mean, a Naga timing right now could be pretty nuts.
And nothing quite yet. And no tier 3 tech either. And the staff out to save that Death Knight for now. And Duck's just trying to... He has the ward here, so he knows exactly when Ceron's going to commit in for this expansion creep. And Duck is just lurking in the shadows to try to ensure that he can not only creep Jack when Ceron commits to it, but also just delay the mining of this expansion so that he has enough Gargs to actually fight this army.
More and more units coming up. This would be a good creep jack timing for Duck, and he does hit that timing pretty well. This camp just got started, and now the archers have to evacuate, and this is going to be a lot of damage on this Tree of Life. Wisps pulled to try to heal, but this is good timing for Duck. I mean, even if you don't get value, which you are anyway, archers going down, look how much damage this tree is going to take from this camp.
More skeletons. There's no wisps in position currently. Ceron was smartly pulling them earlier, but then forgot to. Now level 2 finally on the Keeper, but no mana for any more entangles. There's actually a detonate out of the shadows, but that's what 3 archers going down so far. Traded for probably 3 or 4 ghouls, but once all the archers fall, the Gargs reign supreme. The Tree of Life might actually die, Ricky. This is what I'm talking about. This ward, like you mentioned, MVP, and I think it certainly is. 3 wisps from the right side. Alchemist, is it enough to save the tree? The creeps are aggroed now on a Huntress. Can Duck kill the tree? I don't know.
Oh, they're just going to go straight back to the tree. It's dead. Yeah, Bloodlust on top. Yeah, this is a bad play from Ceron, and now he's in a bad spot. DK going to be able to get out. I don't even think an entangle... there's no entangle, first of all. The DK could staff as well. The staff's back off cooldown. More Wisps getting targeted. You might lose a couple Gargs. Okay, not going to lose any Gargs, and the Gargs are going to continue pushing forward. Duck with a huge pick-off. I mean, yeah, you are tier 2. You could just pump out mass archers, which I believe is the only play from Ceron, but he's not going to have that expansion. He's not going to have the economy, and right now, he's not going to have many Wisps.
Yeah. It's going to be very, very tough from here on out. The Lich is now coming out for Duck. And many more Gargs are coming out as well. One Garg actually went down to the creeps. Yeah, it went down to a web of the creeps. Those creeps are always killing so many air units and so many Zeppelins. Very unfortunate. But the ward is now gone. The expansion creep is going to be taken. Ceron does have a great ground army, and he could really bully off this Death Knight from doing any harassment. But level 3 Death Knight now. This is going to be a big coil last hit, it seems. Oh, but nicely done by Ceron. Yep, there's an entangle. Duck might not be able to have the health to staff out, and yet Town Portal is going to have to be called. Oh, imagine if he threw a coil on that Keeper before Town Portaling. That'd be a very close to death, and the Gargs could come in and finish it off. But not as heads up as I would expect from Duck, but Ceron now gains back a little bit of map control.
Duck is finding every single wisp, Carson. There's one wisp on this map, and it's about to die to these Gargs. I don't see any other wisps.
He's rebuilding some, but he's actually supply blocked because that Tree of Life was his 50 supply, essentially, Moonwell. And has now fallen, so Ceron's going to have to build another Moonwell before reproducing any wisps. He's only got 1 right now, and he can't even get a Shredder if he needed to. And the lumber problem is only going to worsen. Okay, now he loses a Huntress. Now he can rebuild some wisps. A blessing in disguise, but Duck is just creeping.
Yeah, great item for this Lich as well. Claw Sweat attack +9. So far, so good for Duck. He's staying on tier 2 as well. Probably could see an expansion. There is an Acolyte here. And then you just get into Crazy Town. Tons of ghouls, tons of Gargs. Breaking into that supply. Alchemist taking a lot of damage, but he does have the Hellstone. But he might have to pop it right away, Carson, because there's a coil.
Coil Nova. Ceron doesn't notice! He doesn't notice! He's microing against the Gargs, and the Alchemist falls, and GG is called as well! The wackiest game we've ever seen in our entire lives, and Duck takes it because he seems to be the king of Wacky Town.
He had a Healthstone.
What was that game? It's like... if WarCraft games are a cartoon, this was Animaniacs or something. Just... I have no words. I have no words for this. It was so cool. There's a couple of pro and semi-pro gamers watching, right? Like, there's Hitman, and there's Side, and there's OC, etc., etc. There were so many question marks from everybody. No one had any idea what to do. It was super fun to see this game unfold. And then there was Ceron's brother Saso saying, what does he do against double crypt Gargs? And the answer is... nothing.
It's tricky. Very tricky, right? You lose a lot of wisps. He loses the Tree of Life because of those wards. If there wasn't wards there, maybe Duck can't hit that clean of
Yeah.
a timing, but it's just really tricky. And especially canceling that Tree of Life, then rebuilding it, and then committing into 2 Ancient War Huntresses before teching into Archers to counter the Gargs. You're just so delayed on everything. And Duck isn't delayed on anything. He didn't go for that early expansion. He just straight up went for Gargs, had the proper number of Gargs that he needed to at the time, and it's all it takes, I guess. Duck not overreacting, and that's what was important in game 1.
All right. Third washed up players facing the playoffs. Can Ceron come back? A little bit of a break, then map 2. Back in the Americas, and oh boy, what a start that was. How can we possibly top this early game, Bidu?
I mean, both players just trying to psych each other out. It's becoming like a 4-head, 5-head, 6-head. You know, you activated my trap card. Haha, Sentry Wards, trap card's on you. It's crazy. Do we just see a normal game on Autumn Leaves? I don't even know what to expect anymore. I don't know what they're going to do. Carson.
I don't know either, man. It was full NA, and it was excellent. I'm thoroughly entertained by this series so far, and I'm excited to see what they do on map 2 because, like you said, I got no clue. I didn't even know what they did on game 1.
full NA, finally. Last year I called it the Wild West of Warcraft. Haven't seen too many gunslingers so far, but maybe it's the time. Maybe it is this very series that shows the beauty of this region. We make our way over from Northern Isles onto Autumn Leaves.
All right, we'll see. Will it be the Keeper again? Will it be perhaps a fast expansion this time from Duck? He, of course, has been favoring that partway through the Tier 2 tech sort of expansion timing. He was kind of going for that towards the end of the last game. We'll see. There's just so many weird strats they can do, Ricky. First things first, though, let's see what Ceron's hero is.
Yeah. Demon Hunter. Let's give us some normal, a little sense of normalcy here.
Okay, no.
All right, just Keeper. I mean, Keeper's decent on this map. Duck
Keeper's
again. Great. Yeah, Duck again opening Altar Crypt, so he's going to go Ghoul Opener, which we've seen him do a lot in Night Elf, against Night Elf, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, opens up ghouls, tries to go aggressive. We saw him go super aggressive, obviously. I mean, just pulling 6 ghouls across the map when all he scouted was a canceled tree. That's phenomenal. But we'll see what Kiwi Ceron wants to do instead. I was going to say the Kiwi, but I don't think New Zealand, that's Australia, right? Don't want to mess that up.
I do not know. Did you know you can actually build your Ancient War on that ground right next to the shop, so you can get free level 2? Why does nobody try this? Why is it always this Ancient War creep? This isn't even level 2. I don't know. You put it right there. You can smack dab it right there, but I guess, maybe a little bit too risky. We'll have to talk to some Night Elf players about that, but switch it up for me, Night Elf players. And Ceron, we'll see if he switches it up strategically at all. For now, he's just going to be creeping away, trying to get, of course, that level 2, if not that level 3 Keeper, and we'll see. Is this the Foggy style with Demon Hunter 2nd Mass Dryads? Is it the old school kind of air style with Alchemist 2nd into Mass Fairy Dragons? Lots of variability from the side of Ceron, and I assume he knows all these styles, and he's probably going to try to maybe fake out Duck again.
Yeah, creeping here for the DK. Good item, Claws, obviously. But the Keeper is going to be able to creep level 2 for free, which is good for him as well. Continuing to rally out some archers. Actually skipping archer production. Is that a misclick? Or is he just done making them? Okay, he's going to make more. Usually you see a lot more archers, yeah. But I wonder if Duck's going to go aggro here. I mean, the next camp obviously could be that green camp for a fast level 2. Wants another Skelly Rod because he knows he's going across the map. Wait, what? Okay, he's not getting another Skelly Rod.
It would still be on cooldown, I believe, for a second in the shop. I might be wrong, though. I think it's still on cooldown. But one thing worth mentioning with that Skelly Rod, Duck's scouting has been excellent this series so far. He's constantly using that Acolyte. We see he's using that Acolyte right now to clear the green camps that maybe the Keeper went around to, sending skeletons on the other 2 paths, consistently sending them on map 1 as well. That's something that's been very well done so far from Duck. He's even clearing there's no fast expansion with the Skelly currently. He's going to see the creeping of the Keeper, and we're going to see a Wisp there for Ceron. Perhaps we're going to see an expansion. This would be a relatively standard timing for him to put it down, but he does need the gold for now.
Ooh, the Deado from Ceron, pretty good, but this is a big ghoul pull from the Duckinator. AO Duck Micro. What's he going to do with this? Oh, another Blight Skull. This is going to be that same expo timing, but he doesn't have the Acolyte this time.
He does actually. The Scout Acolyte that was clearing
Oh, it's in the bottom right.
It's
totally there. Yeah. Okay, now he has to commit to this because he would have killed it, and he's 27 out of 30. Definitely wants to commit to this. This is awesome. Is the Keeper going to be able to go over there, though? Because I think he's going to scout this normal one, and then right away you should be thinking...
He knows. Yeah, he'll know because he saw the games. Certainly he saw the games, or certainly somebody told him about the games, right? Of course, Say-So, his brother, probably would have at least told him, yeah, he does this expo timing. But Ceron, of course, is going for a counter expo timing, so even if he doesn't scout it, it's still totally fine for Ceron, who's going to get level 3, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him, 1, move his Ancient War to perhaps the shop, 2, go into the base with his own Keeper, and then probably creep something up like a Demon Hunter.
Level 3 Keeper as well on the way over.
Oh, look at those items. Oh, my lord, on the Death Knight. Oh, Jesus. Get him out of here.
That's
Get
ridiculous.
him out of here.
Pendant Mantle and Claws. Oh, okay, bucko. Duck's going to be coming around the corner, though, at the same time that the Keeper goes into the main. The Keeper going to entangle 1 Acolyte. That could be a dead Acolyte for now. And a Ghoul actually misrallied getting targeted by archers, could get killed as well. This is a pretty big timing for Ceron. I feel like Duck, yeah he's got to respect this because that could be the graveyard. There's so many losses that I don't think Duck wants to take. Could buy Dust. Okay, he's got Dust already.
2 archers, though, level 3. This could be 3 archers and a town portal, though, Ricky. And yes, a couple of acolytes have fallen. Yes, I believe a ghoul even fell, but is it worth it? Note the expansion positioning for Ceron allowed him to not get that canceled, so nicely done there, but this might be too much damage to recover from this early tier 2 phase. This is certainly no way this keeper gets out, Duck. Certainly not. Okay, town portal will be forced. 3 archers and town portal for, I believe, 2 acolytes? Maybe only 1 acolyte, even. Okay, will be 2 acolytes at the end of the day. Nope, there's a coil there, so very nicely defended for Duck.
Yeah, lack of wood, though, for Duck. He needs to put all these ghouls back on. Won't be able to be aggressive, and that secures the Tree of Life. And a lot of archer losses, obviously a TP as well.
For both,
so now,
though.
Yeah, so Ceron's probably going to be just trying to buy more time. I mean, he's got more entangles. Duck coming across the map. This could be an easy entangle on the DK, some targeted damage, but is there enough DPS? There's only 3 archers, and Duck's got a coil.
Dude, he's got so much mana. He's got a Dust, he's got a mana pot, he can drop that Pennant of Energy. Ceron cannot really leave his base or creep anything big, or this DK is going to be in his face forever. What we have to see from Duck now is saturate that expansion. Okay, he's got 2, soon to be 3 acolytes on it. Needs to build 2 more, and then Duck is going to be in a good spot because although Ceron's crept his expansion, he has not yet started moving it.
Demon Hunter second for Ceron, so obviously mana burn going to be impactful, just buying more and more time. This tree needs to lift up because this tree's been finished for a long time. Finally, Ceron lifting up. I'm surprised it's not already over there, but okay, the AOW as well going to be moving over to the lab. So as soon as Ceron buys this time, going to be taking a big creep, and this could just be with the demon. This could be a fast level 2 for the Demon Hunter. It's a nice play.
Yeah, I think that's a great play from Ceron. That's exactly what he needs to be doing. Focus on getting this Demon Hunter level 3. Focus on scouting, of course, too. You need to know, is it Gargs or is it a tier 3 tech with maybe a Tinker third for Duck? Or is it, of course, as we know, the expansion on tier 2? But Ceron doesn't know about this yet. He can maybe assume because he sees there's no tier 3 tech, but he doesn't know for sure. And one thing Duck needs to do as well, he got to saturate that gold mine bucko. He's got the 6th acolyte for it, but hasn't moved it over yet.
I'm a little bit concerned for Duck. Graveyard very late. We haven't seen a transition yet. Is this acolyte going to build something, or is it going to go to the mine? Okay, looks like it's going to go to the mine, but
fell, and the Demon Hunter's creeping was... Oh no, and now the Demon Hunter might actually die to a coil. Oh no, can the Death Knight catch up? 1 coil, but he lands the coil, the Demon Hunter's dead, the Ancient of War is dead, the creeping is stunted, and the expansion is not even saturated, the Wisps are falling. This is an absolute disaster, Ricky.
Okay, well, or that could happen. I was going to say, Ceron's going to be in double lore production, everything looking good.
Don't tell me you were about to say it's looking good for Ceron, I think.
I was literally going to say it's looking good for Ceron, dude.
Oh,
I don't even know.
The archers.
It's a gift at this point. Can't control it. Okay, there are some Dryads still on the field. I mean, Ceron has to hold like crazy. The good thing about that Demon Hunter dying is it was level 1, Carson.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter's going to be back. He's getting some ghouls. And, you know, although the creeping has been stunted for now, they're going to be on even economy. And the Dryads are going to gain a lot of map control for Ceron to, hopefully for his sake, be able to take some aggressive camps on the map.
Yeah, but we're not seeing that kick of gold yet for Ceron. We're definitely seeing it for Duck. Duck is rich as hell right now. More ghouls coming in for wood. I think wood's his only issue, but he's been so aggressive with these ghouls, so it's kind of a takeaway, right? He's secured his expansion with this. Necropolis going down. Everything looking pretty good, but now he needs to go to level up the... Actually, this is almost a level 4 and level 2. So now I really think that as long as Ceron can start mining, now he'll be in a good position. Just please, no more wonky coils. You have to secure this. You're doing pretty well so far. We still, like I said, don't see a transition from Duck. Okay, tier 3 tech slaughterhouse with some ghouls. So it's probably going to be, well, it's not going to be ghoul destroy. It might be beans later, but this is going to take a long time.
I do like this play from Duck, however. He knows that Ceron has full map control, and Ceron's going to take advantage of the map control in taking these camps in the middle. So Duck just finds the timing to sneak up and snag away with Coil Nova that item, the Wand of the Wind that he got. But maybe it's going to cost him maybe a town portal even with this nice surround. Can he lock it in? Ceron! There's going to be a mana pot for another coil, but yeah, the town portal is going to be passed, nicely punishing that greediness from Duck.
Yeah, but that just gives map control again to Ceron. Like you said, he's going over to the expansion. Maybe just creep instead. Use some tree ants to tank. Doesn't even have the mana, really. He's got to tank with the Demon Hunter, but still should be good enough. Now he's mining fully, Carson, on this expansion. Going to be pumping out. I am a little worried about the bears, but I guess you can kind of just do whatever you want. I thought it was just going to be mass dryads, but looks like he will go into a bear transition as well. So looking like standard off the keeper first. With the expansion, though. So this could be a pretty scary army. And again, where's the transition from Duck? Fiends and Destroyers in the back. Now the Destroyers make sense. In fact, double Slaughterhouse is going to actually work out really well for Duck. He's rolling the dice, Carson, and it always just seems to roll a perfect 7.
Is that good? A 7?
I think it is. I think that's what you want to do. 7s and 7. Right. Yeah, I think the game is called 7, isn't it? 7s?
All right.
It's not called 6s, that's for sure.
That's absolutely correct. This might be another town portal, though, and he's going to pass it. Yep, and the coils are used, and Duck is killing some wisps. Yeah, but there could just easily be a shredder picked up for Ceron. He's trying to buy time, but now Ceron, again, Chimera Roost, doing some wacky stuff, but I think this is a great play because he knows Duck's style. He knows Duck is very often going to go into dual Slaughterhouse Abomination with Meat Wagons. Duck loves this army composition, so to pre-counter that almost with Chimeras is going to be a great play, I feel like, for Ceron.
Yeah, I mean, even with the current composition, which is Fiend Destroyer, you take a good fight as the Night Elf player, you could transition to these Chimeras, and they just come out of nowhere. And this is double Chimera Roost at this point, a second one going down as well. Bear form is finishing off for Ceron, and maybe now just creep some big camps and take some reds. We know that Duck's going to do that now that he's got the orb. Potion of Greater Healing, great item to have. And I mean, these items for Duck have just been tremendous the entire game. Why not add a Potion of Greater Healing to the mix as well? I think Duck's going to go straight to the red camp.
Yeah, only 3 Fiends. If he had a Destroyer, of course, it'd be very easy to get rid of these Dire Frost Wolves, but might take a little while. And with that timing, Ceron now has level 4, level 3. His Demon Hunter is relatively scary. He's got Flute of accuracy for those Chimeras in the future and for the Dryads in the present. And what is he going to take now? He could do the red, in fact, himself. And both players just kind of... This almost gets in the situation that we've seen so often Todd speak about in Human against Night Elf, right? You have to scout. You're both on 2 bases. You have to scout your opponent's army and try to react to theirs. You have to scout the Chimeras, try to react to those with maybe Gargoyles or more Destroyers, more Fiends. And then, of course, Ceron has to scout, is there Destroyers? Is there Abominations? What is there? Is there Banshees, of course? They have to be reacting. They should not just be blindly producing an 80 supply army before they scout.
Oh, Duck, the skeleton expires. I don't think he saw the Chimera Roost. Look at... Okay, the skeleton expired right in front of the 3 mood wells in front of the altar. I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, I don't
If he did, that'd be very weird. But Ceron does pick up Django from the red camp. What did Duck get from his? Khadgars? Duck's items!
Get out of here!
You've got, like, come on, this can't be legal. Look at these items, Carson. These are perfect items.
This is ridiculous. He could get like another pendant here if he wanted. Parry up, that's not great, but I think Duck's happy with the amount of mana he has. Of course, the double aura, though, for Ceron and a tanky Demon Hunter, he's not going to be too sad about his items, to be fair. Ooh, but Duck, he's got 2 towers here. He's got 4 Zigs, of course, just because he needs the supply and might as well put them in a place where he can upgrade them. But the shop, gonna fall. Town Portal, our first big fight, 73 against 70 supply. Both players don't necessarily have all the supply here. Some of it's in production right now.
Oh, mana burn on the Lich, but now there's going to be some offensive coils, and I feel like Duck's going to take advantage of that. Early TP from Ceron, not the best positioning. Nuke on the bear, but everything's going to get out. And yeah, 80 versus 70, but behind this, we do have the Chimeras. Where are they, actually? Okay, one floating over the trees, the second one about to pop, and these are going to be new for Duck. I really don't think that Duck knows. I don't even think Duck has web. Duck doesn't even have web. He didn't see it.
It's worth in these positions, 2 base, 2 base. Just get a shade, use 3 reveals at the lab, 150 gold to not lose the game. Just reveal everything around their base.
He doesn't have web, Carson.
Just get the scout. It's so worth it right now. And Ceron, of course, knows he did scan Duck's base at a perfect time, saw the double slaughterhouse when he was putting up the Chimera Roost. But Duck is kind of riding blind right now. And if he gets web, his army will be perfectly fine. But if he doesn't, he's in for a rude awakening, and he's about to get it right now.
Scroll the beast. As well for Duck. I mean, these items are pretty poggers, my doggers, but there are some Dryads for Dispel on Scroll the Beast if it is pop. Duck getting out of here right away, and now he sees it, but he's going to lose an A-Bomb. Dark Ritual or not, that's a lost unit, and that's a 10 for Ceron. Instant web research. Okay, now the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
But Ceron's already at the front door, so Webb a little bit delayed, and maybe he could pick down a tower. If he gets this Nerubian early, that would be nuts. I think just pop Roar and give her, bud.
No Corrosive Breath quite yet, though, so it will be harder than it seems to break these Ziggurats, but of course with the whole army here, certainly not unstoppable are these Ziggurats, so we'll see. But the repair is good for now. Duck's army is coming in. What's his mana like? Scroll the Beast is going to help out. He does have a mana pop, plenty of coils. Almost level 5 on the Death Knight, do note, but of course it's going to be level 5 Demon Hunter eventually, too, so we'll see how this goes. But the Destroyers up in the air is so good, Ricky.
Not the greatest positioning for Ceron, actually. A lot of bears getting nuked down early. I don't even think there's one Staff of Prez on the Keeper, but he's not going to be able to save everything. And Ceron actually diving into this undead base, and he's fighting into Nerubian. Actually, one of the Chimeras gets instantly webbed, deleted from the game. Is that both of them? Ceron kind of losing everything here, and I don't think he's in a right position to fight. Now he's going to TP out, but at what cost? He's even going to lose some of the Dryads in the back.
Beautiful micro there from Duck. He lost a couple of units to the Chimeras, but saving a Fiend on low, saving an Abomination for as long as he possibly could. One big mistake there from Ceron to do with the positioning is he had his Chimeras above his Dryads. If that happens, if there's nowhere for your Chimeras to fall when they get webbed, they'll just get webbed next to the Fiend that casts it. It's the same thing with Ensnare. If there's nowhere for the air unit to fall to when it gets ensnared, it's just going to jump right to the unit that ensnares it, the Raider. So that's a big mistake and gets his Chimeras caught out of position. And now Duck's pushing forward with seemingly a big supply lead. It is a big supply lead indeed.
One more fight like that, and Duck will be starting right into the semifinals, going up against Hitman, getting that match that you want to see so desperately. I think we all want to see it. Ceron needs to fight here, though. The Demon Hunter getting good surface area over the Fiends. Some of the Fiends are dropping, actually, but I feel like is the supply a little bit too much? Nobody has done anything about these Destroyers in the air. Ceron not focusing them, instead just going for right clicks on the heroes and the Fiends, and I feel like getting these Destroyers out of the air and maybe focusing some of these statues as well. Although the statues are getting some pretty solid DPS, not gonna lie. But there goes the Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage. Is there rejuve in? There is rejuve, but I mean, these Destroyers just immediately eat that. There's no point. And honestly, the bears, not even in bear form, I feel like Ceron's just out of juice.
The double orbs are really putting in work, though. Ceron has been trading pretty well here, and no Town Portal for Duck. Perhaps a surprise entangle if there's enough mana on the Keeper could do it, but for now, level 5 on the Keeper, level 5 on the Lich, certainly the better level up for Duck. The last bear going to fall. Nova, is there a coil to follow it up? No, so close to having that mana, but the Khadgar's not working overtime currently. But a level 3 coil could kill this Demon Hunter in no time. There it is. Is there a Nova to follow it up? Nope, Staff of Preservation to follow it up. Greater Heal was passed over to the Death Knight, the Entangle. Gonna have to pop that, Duck. He does use it, but is there another nuke? You gotta be so careful if you're Ceron here. There's the Eats a Fiend and goes for the Nova, gets the Frostborn attack on the Keeper, and the level 5 Keeper of the Grove falls, and it seems like Duck might be taking it 2-0.
67 supply expansion still locked in. Duck's not even gonna bother, actually gonna go for the Tinker. He's going for the blood and double, I want the blood, Eli, double A-bomb production as well as double statue. Duck is looking on fire right now. 69 supply, and this Pocket Factory is gonna make quick work out of this expansion in the meantime, especially if Ceron doesn't do anything about it. But what can you do? Your Keeper's dead. You're trying to rally out bears. Bears don't fare really well. They didn't fare well at 70 versus 70, certainly not with nothing in front of them. Demon Hunter taking even more damage. Khadgar's pipe. I mean, this item has just been tremendous, so Carson.
Yeah, and make sure that Tinker now always has a Pocket Factory. Even if he gets burned by the time it's off cooldown, he will have another Pocket Factory, and there's always going to be a Coil Nova. And you know what? The level 3 Aura is going to make sure you can always kite as well, and I just don't see a way out of this for Ceron. Perhaps the hero focus. Remember, no Town Portal for Duck, so the only last-ditch effort I feel you have if you're Ceron when you're down by 34 supply currently is you got to go for that Death Knight. That's it, but the expansion's going to fall. Detonates to ensure there's not mana for now, but there's just no units.
Yeah, what do you do? 80 supply undead. Tinker's so annoying. The Keeper's going to come out. But Ceron's losing, units in the process of biding time for this Keeper. GG, well played. Good luck next. Duck, for the first time ever, a semi-final.